Did you know that the worst disaster in U.S. Navy history happened after the ship had already completed one of the most important missions of World War II? That ship was the USS Indianapolis, and what happened to her crew still stands as one of the most haunting survival stories ever told. In July 1945, the Indianapolis had one top-secret job: deliver the components of the atomic bomb, the one that would later be dropped on Hiroshima. She raced from San Francisco to the island of Tinian at record speed, dropped off the bomb parts, and turned for home. Mission accomplished. No one on board knew they had just changed history. But days later, in the early hours of July 30th, 1945, fate caught up. A Japanese submarine, I-58, fired 2 torpedoes into her side. The Indianapolis went down in just 12 minutes. No distress signal was received. No one even noticed she was missing. About 900 of her 1-200 crewmen made it into the water alive, and that's where the nightmare really began. They had no lifeboats, no food, and barely any life vests. They floated for 4 days in the open Pacific, burned by the sun, dehydrated, and surrounded by sharks. The attacks came in waves. Men were dragged under screaming. Others went mad from thirst and drank seawater, dying soon after. When rescuers finally spotted the survivors by sheer accident, only 316 men were still alive, 900 souls lost, not in battle but in silence. The Navy tried to shift blame fast. Captain Charles McVeigh was court-martialed, accused of failing to zigzag to avoid submarines, even though he was never warned of any threat in the area. The commander of the Japanese sub even testified that zigzagging wouldn't have made a difference. Still, McVeigh was convicted, later reinstated, but he carried the guilt for the rest of his life. In 1968, he took his own life. It wasn't until 2000 that Congress officially cleared his name. The USS Indianapolis did its job, delivered the bomb that ended the war, but her crew paid a price that history can never repay. Their story is one of courage, horror, and how even victory can come with unthinkable cost. Now you know. Smart history for dumb times. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.